WOD Briefing. It is Tuesday, May 5th, and I'm going to take you guys through the workout of the day. Let's go ahead and start with your warm-up. You guys have a 200-meter run, or 30 seconds out, 30 seconds back, roughly, okay? Then you're going to go into 10 shoulder circles. We're going to have big, small, forward, and back. So arms are going to be out to the side, and you're going to give me 10 little circles going forward, and then 10 little circles going back. And they'll give me 10 big circles going forward, and then 10 big circles going back, okay? Next, you guys have 10 Cuban presses. If you guys can find a wall to do these against, that would be best. When you guys are against the wall, you want to try and keep as much of your lower back in contact with the wall, as much of your upper back in contact with the wall, along with your arms as you travel. So elbows are going to come up to a 90-degree angle. You're going to bring your wrists to be stacked on top of those elbows, keeping as much of your body in contact with that wall as possible. You're going to come all the way up to the top, and then back to that 90-degree angle, back down, and then all the way back down. Okay, take your time on these. There's no need to rush them. I'd rather see a slow and precise movement than see you guys rush these Cuban presses. Okay. Next, you guys have 10 WIs. So you guys are going to be on the floor. You're going to be with your toes on the ground. Quads are going to be nice and tight. You're going to start with your hands up in a W position. You're going to push out to a Y position and then pull back into a W. So W, Y. Okay? I want you guys to think about using the back of your shoulders and your lats to initiate this movement. We're trying to get your shoulders moving for part one here. Okay? Next, you guys have 10 straight presses. These are going to be light, so make sure you're picking a warm-up weight, nothing that's crazy heavy. We're just looking for to warm up the muscles and get them moving. So you're going to have a dumbbell. You guys can use both arms, one arm, depends on what kind of weight you have. You can use a barbell too. The feet are going to be positioned underneath your hips. Feet are facing forward. Legs are locked out. Quads are tight. Butt cheeks are tight. Belly buttons pulled back towards your spine. Shoulders are stacked on top of your hips. Elbows will be in front of the object. Head's going to come back. Object comes in front of your face. Arms lock out. Ears come past your biceps at the top. Okay? You're going to give me 10 strict presses. Last but not least, you guys have some upright rows. So you guys are going to be in that same position with your feet. We've just built a nice stable base. You're going to give me a big shrug. Elbows are going to come high. That dumbbell ends below your shoulder or your collarbone, and then elbows stay on top of those shoulders. Okay? So those are going to be the movements for your warm-up. Let's go ahead and talk about your workout today. So for part one, you guys have 4 sets of 10 reps of Arnold presses. You're going to be supersetting those with 4 sets of 12 reps of front raises. Depending on if you're working an odd object, set of dumbbells, kettlebells, it'll depend on whether you're going single arm or both arms. If you have a set of dumbbells, excellent. If not, we're going to be working one arm at a time. Okay, but your Arnold press, you guys are going to have your dumbbells up top, okay? They're going to be facing you. Knuckles will be facing you. You guys are going to drive through your heels, squeeze your butt cheeks and your glutes, belly buttons pulled back towards your spine. You're going to push up, and as you're pushing up, you guys are going to be rotating out, okay? Knuckles will be ending facing the wall in front of you, okay? Make sure you guys are keeping this nice and controlled all the way through as you guys go, okay? A couple things I don't want to see. I don't want to see that core go, so no pushing back and leaning back as you guys are doing this movement. Keep everything stacked as we move, okay? And again, take your time. There's no need to rush through these Arnold presses. Make sure you guys are getting full rotation and full lockout at the top, okay? Next, you guys have front raises. I noticed that these kinds of raises tend to be a lot lighter than what I would use for my working weight for, say, a straight press or push press or push jerk. So make sure you guys are working something where your form and technique comes first, and then you can add load to that after we have that all together, okay? Feet are going to be in that same position, so legs are locked out, belly buttons pulled back towards your spine. And you're going to get the weight out in front. Arm is going to stay locked out and in line with your shoulder, okay? Shoulders stay up, back, and down. You'll bring that weight to where your hand is in line with your shoulder, and then back down. Arm stays locked out all the way through. Okay, make sure these are nice and controlled as you guys go. Make sure we're not coming out to the side. We're we're not coming forward, and our arms aren't bent, right? Keep it locked out as you guys go, okay? So you'll do 4 arnold presses, and then 12 front raises, 10 arnold presses, 12 front raises. We'll take that for 4 sets all the way through. There's no need to rush through this. So between your front raises and your arnold presses, make sure you guys are giving yourself about 2 minutes of rest, okay? Next, for part 2, you guys have a workout called Landline. All right, this is a 20-minute amrap, so we're trying to accumulate as many reps as possible in 20 minutes. We're going to start with 4 push-ups, 4 burpee no push-ups, and then a 200-meter run. And then you'll give me 8 push-ups, 8 burpee no push-ups, 200-meter run. And you will move up by 4s, okay, for as long as you can until the 20 minutes run out, okay? So again, we're going up by 4s for 20 minutes of those 2 movements with a 200-meter run in between each set. Let's go ahead and talk about your push-ups. So with your push-ups, I do want to see a couple things. Okay, so first of all, when you guys go to get set up, hands should be set up just outside chest width distance. Okay, notice my elbows stay tight. This is the same form I'm going to use when I'm on the ground. Okay, so hands are just outside chest width distance. Belly button's pulled back towards my spine. My chest is the only thing that's going to touch the ground. Elbows stay tight, and they lock all the way back out at the top. Okay, couple things I don't want to see: a loose core, right? I don't want to see your hips leading on this movement. Keep your hips in line with your shoulders. Okay, next, I don't want to see these push-ups, right? We're not doing cobras here. We're working regular, good old push-ups, all right? If we need a scale, you guys can take that same form and just raise the level that you're going to be pressing off of. So take it to a bench, a box, a chair. You guys can even take it to like a workbench, a table, some surface that you guys can properly perform those push-ups all throughout, okay? Next, you guys have those no push-up burpees. So with these guys, keep your feet in a wider stance, so about shoulder width distance apart. This is gonna help with efficiency. Okay, hands are gonna touch the ground. You're gonna jump your feet back. When you guys jump your feet back, I want you to land in a plank position. So making sure we don't arch our back at the very bottom of this no push-up burpee. So keep that belly button pulled back towards your spine, nice and tight. Feet jump up, and then shoulders, hips open up, and feet come off the ground. You do need to get some lift at the very top of that burpee. So again, you'll jump your feet back, plank position, jump up. Jump your feet back, plank position, jump up, okay? If we need to scale, you guys can scale to step backs. Okay? Or you guys can raise the surface that you guys are doing these no push-up burpees on. So again, take it to a box, bench, chair, some kind of table, or surface that just raises the level that you're pressing off of. And then 200-meter run in between each set. Hopefully by now you guys have your 200-meter, your 400-meter, your 800-meter blocked off. But if not, go ahead and give me 30 seconds out, 30 seconds back, and make sure you're running. Right? Sprinting on these guys, moving as quick as you can for that run. Your score for today is going to be your total number of reps accumulated. And that's the WOD briefing for today. If you guys have any questions, you guys can comment below. We'd love to get back to you. We'll get back to you as soon as we can. If not, have a wonderful day, and we'll see you guys tomorrow.